So, to give you an overview of the company, we want to create a meaningful, purpose-driven interaction between parents and children. It is purely focused on interaction. It is purely focused on engagement. It is purely focused on bond. We value ourselves in making sure that our parents are satisfied with the amount of time they're able to spend with their kids. Because let's say they get 30 minutes of time after all their meetings, they sit with their kid. They are able to now, from our website, able to open the next, the catalog that is made available for them based on their past history. It's probably a storybook, and they start reading the story for the kids. Or it could be a craft session, and they start doing the craft session with the kids. They really don't have to think about what should be my next thing. I can sort of use the power of artificial intelligence in order to make sure that they get to their next item of interaction solely based on their kids' age and their interests. Our value proposition, our platform offers engaging intellectual content. We're not here, to just do fun and play, but we also want to make sure we are able to kindle some of those important neurons that require development in the kids' early age of their, life. Market opportunities. Now, we already spoke about screen time. It's, here, the survey says 63% parents believe that unmonitored screen time affects children's health, but I'm sure it's definitely more than that. Excuse me. The global education market. Now, this is the fintech. This is the education, technology market. Now, this is mostly focused on, the age group between 12 and 12 plus, and who are really looking at, cracking those important interest tests, important, competitive tests. And they are already a very big market for them. But I believe that our team believes that there is a gap, that between the 2 to 10 years, it is not really being addressed very well, by the existing edtech companies. And parents are increasingly seeking resources to support their children's development. They are clueless because, the internet is huge. To be able to find a resource that really would help them is going to be a difficult thing. So with that, I'll introduce our founding team to you. Hi, my name is Naveen Shetty, and I am the founder and CEO of Sprout. So I've, in my last 19 years of experience, I've worked with multiple Fortune 500 companies, working on multiple transformation projects in order to transform their business use cases into actual implementations and providing actual value to their business, which instead led to, multiple millions of profits for them. So I bring in a unique blend of expertise of business, creating solutions, and also addressing the modern family challenges. Unfortunately, Anupama is there. So Anupama, I'll let you do your introduction.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Myself, Anupama Nagpal. I'm co-founder and CFO of this company. I have 19 years of experience in the different financial base, and I have done lots of planning and strategic work and the risk management for different industries. I'm also the proud parent of two teenagers, and I think that is going to help in this particular company and will add some value by adding the expertise of mine. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Nupma. So my name is Amit Bhagat. I'm a co-founder and CEO, Chief Operating Officer for this organization. I comes up with 19 years of rich experience and specialize in driving operational excellence as well as translating strategic visions into accountable outcomes. So I have a very good, being a parent, I also have gone through this phase. So I have the practical experience with me. So to drive our company to another level where we can help those parents as well as the kids to provide the rich and meaningful content in their learnings. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Amit. Yeah, hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm Adasha, founder and CTO. So I have over 14 years of experience at the frontier of data and product leadership, and I thrive on transforming visions into powerful market-leading solution across web, mobile, and SaaS platform. So my mission is to harness big data, artificial intelligence, and machine learning language full potential to elevate the organizational performance. So yeah, that's about me. Thank you.
Thank you, Adyash. Thank you, everyone. So with that, let me move on to the business model. So we have mostly for our B2C business, we have a subscription-based service, which needs to be renewed on a monthly or a yearly yearly basis. Now subscription, can have two options. One is you have an online-based option wherein you get an ebook or related content directly onto your device, or you could also opt for a hard copy kind of a content, wherein a parent would choose to actually sit and read a book or go through a craft or something like that. If parents are interested, they could enroll with a premium subscription. When the parents enroll themselves, they will be given a tour of the content, and the library of content includes fiction, non-fiction, trivia, and also academics, to name a few. Our pricing strategy is mostly, based on the kind of service the parents pick up. The ebook-based service is priced as rupees 499 per month, and the hard copy-based service is priced as rupees 999 per month. There's also a freemium service available. Excuse me. There's also a premium service available which restricts, the parents' access to one content per month. So this is more on the trial basis where the parents would like to try out the platform before actually subscribing to our service. So with that, I'll this is one more slide that I would like to cover before I pass it to my CFO. So this is my current operations and financials going into 2024. So we started the company in 2022. Excuse me. So as I mentioned, our primary offerings are curated content, interactive kits, excuse me, mobile and web-based apps. Our key markets are urban parents, working parents, and we are primarily focused on kids aged between 3 to 10. I think there is enormous potential here because there is a lot of stores which cater or address this particular market segment. And I think the only area which is currently not being addressed is more on the educational or the intellectual side. Milestones achieved. So apart from the B2C model, regarding the B2B model, we also work with schools and Montessori's. Now, not every school and Montessori that operate out of the major urban areas have the facilities, the kind of facilities which a parent might really want. For example, they may not have someone who's good at craft. They may not have someone who's good at drawing. Or even when it comes to storytelling and stuff like that. So we basically collaborate with those schools and try to come up with a licensing model based on the number of kids that they have in the school. We also have partnership with some of the leading brands, for example, FunSchool. So there is area wherein on their website which allows them to redirect to our website. So we have that partnership with the company FunSchool as well. When it comes to revenue and profit figures, so when we started the company in 2022, I think we initially started with 2 crore of revenue. The profit was a break-even because we were setting things up, building content. We had 15 employees. Our strategy has been more of freelancing plus.
Naveen, I think your screen is frozen. Would anyone like to take up till he joins?
Anupam,
Okay,
can you please, Anupam, can you please take up the CFO role?
Are you able to unmute, Anupama?
Yeah, if you can. Yeah, I'm unmuted, ma'am. Thank you very much. So if you can go to that particular slide, if who is like
Naveen is
presenting
having
it?
it.
I think Naveen is
presenting it.
Oh, it's off.
If you can present, because I'm through my mobile.
I'll share my screen. I'll share my screen. Let me know if you're able to see it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone can see it?
Yeah.
Sure. All right.
I'm having some issue. I think I am having some issue. I'm not able to see. Are you
not able to
able to
see?
hear me, ma'am?
Yes, we can hear you, Anupama. We can see you also.
Yeah, it is there now. You can go to slide 8. Slide number 8. You can go to slide number 8, Amit.
This one you're able to see, Anupma?
Yeah, it is visible now.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this one. Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much. So as a CFO, I have lots of strategies. So I have divided my strategy in the quarter wise so that we will start from the foundation and go into the scaling of the business. So first quarter, what we are going to do, we are going to work on the different kind of a if I talk about the pilot project, we will do the pilot kind of project of this particular application so that we will have the if you can give me a moment, just give me a moment because I'm in the office, so I'm just give me a
Yeah,
moment.
sure.
I'm really very sorry, ma'am. So, in the first quarter, what we are going
No
to
need
do,
to
we will be
apologize,
working on the
Anupama.
pilot marketing of this particular application. Actually, like everybody is listening, and I'm like in the first quarter, we will be working on the pilot project of this particular application so that we can identify the particular area where we need to work. And secondly, what all content is required by the end users. So in this first quarter, we will have the total foundation building of the particular app. And secondly, what we are looking at the revenue which will build up to 6 million in this particular time. And we are looking at near about 410,000 users which will be added in this particular time. So this was the first quarter. In the second quarter, we will be working on the expansion. So in the expansion time, we would be going to different location. We will be capturing the different geographies and the audience where we are going to give them the different content which Naveen is spoken about. And the secondly, we would be optimizing the marketing. So by doing the online advertising and everything. So from there, from foundation to expansion, what we are looking at the 16.8 million of the revenue which will be added. And secondly, we will have the lower this thing. We will decrease the cost of acquisition because we are going into the online this thing marketing, right? The third one is the acceleration because we have already built up the foundation, we have expanded. So we will have the strategic partner tie-ups. We will join hand with the different partners, as David was saying that we will go into these schools and the different kind of application providers. So we will join hand with those particular providers, and we will increase our revenue by 30 million in this particular time. And because we are doing it physically and the online, and secondly, we will go through the social media platform as well for the advertising. So there we will decrease our per user costing as well, right? And then the fourth stage is the fourth quarter, where we are going to scale our business internationally. So internationally, we are going to do the tie-ups with different companies so that we will have the better revenue, lower cost, and this will happen with the support of the technology by adding the AI and the automation so that we can decrease the costing of the employees and we can increase the revenues there. So this is the plan strategy for all the 4 quarters. So this is all from my side. So I will hand over it to Amit.
Sure, thank you.
Sure.
Thank you, Anupma. So as part of our operations strategy, what we are ensuring that it will be seamless in execution of the company's mission, which is in Kindle in Children's Interact, as well as will translate our strategy's goal into actionable and measurable outcomes. It will be a meaningful outcome when we are going with aligning ourselves with our nation's strategy missions, which we explained in the previous slides. As part of our operational excellence, we will streamline the subscription services both for digital as well as physical deliveries, and will optimize the content delivery based on the ebooks and hard copies. So it will be a limited based on the age. We will provide the content according to the age group of the kids. Then with the help of our CTO, we'll ensure that we have a robust, scalable IT infrastructure to provide in seamless experience, user experience without any interruption, or maybe you can say 99.9% up and running infrastructure. Then by that, we'll get 90% of the delivery rate, and we'll projecting 20% increase in the customer retention year on year. The second is the customer experience, which is very important, where we'll develop our efficiencies onboarding tool for parents so that they can understand our the module, the program, what we are having. And then we'll set up a responsive customer service team that will be directly coordinating with the parents' queries, immediately responding to those queries so that we can have onboard those parents as soon as possible on our program. Then by achieving this, we'll have expecting 70% first contact resolution, as well as the CSAT score, which we are targeting in next 6 months will be 90% customer satisfaction. So this is more, we are focusing on more customer experience to achieve our retention. Then cost optimization as well as the quality control, which is important for the how we can optimize the cost to achieve the target from 50 million to 1 billion. So that's very important, that where we are going to have a strategy with our vendors, contractors, so that we can negotiate with them, bring the price down, get the more discount, so that we can do some like 10 to 20% of cost savings. Also, we'll always try to maintain a profit of 25% margin year on year. And with as per the nature's climate, we need to have sustainability initiatives where we'll introduce eco-friendly practice in the content production and delivery. We'll leverage also digital formats to minimize environmental impacting by reducing the printouts for the physical books. So we'll reduce paper usage by 30% by using ebooks, as well as we'll also decrease the 20 tons of CO2 annually. That is what our target is. By this, I'll hand over this to our CTO, Adyasha. Adyasha, over to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Amit. Yes, so as a CTOs, I'm planning to use cutting edge AI technology. So we'll be offering a product based on the cutting edge AI technology. We'll develop the AI product which is going to curate the activities and resource tailored to children's and developmental milestones, and we'll aim for 90% relevance rate in recommendations. It will be scalable because we are planning to design the platform to support 1 million users within the first 2 years, and we're planning to project 200% growth year on year on user adoptions. And we're planning to position the platform as a competitors to Amazon's EdTech tools and Tinywood by offering a broader suite of curated bonding and engagement activities. So we're also planning to increase the market shares by 20% in the early childhood engagement. So for the team management, we're planning to build a team of 30 plus expertise that includes artificial intelligence, machine learning engineers, child psychologists, content creators, and UX designers, with the 30% focus on innovation and 70% focus on the core development. And we are also planning to have the mentorship program that will reduce the team attrition rate to less than 10% annually. And we are planning to foster the collaborative environment. We are also planning to have the measurable goals like achieving 95% user satisfaction within the first year of the launch. Yeah. So this product that we are planning to build is going to provide the interactive features. So we'll integrate the augmented reality and virtual reality based activities to provide the interactive experiences for the parents and child. And we're also aiming for the 40% increase in engagement because of this feature. And we're also planning to ensure that 75% is monthly active users in our platform, surpassing our competitors' Tinywood's engagement metrics by 15%. And we are also targeting revenue of $260 million annually by third year, leveraging our subscription models, and 20% is premium pricing strategy, and also planning to have partnership with the schools.
Yeah. I think Naveen, you're there?
Yes, he's there.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. I'm really sorry, everyone. All right. So I'll just go ahead. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so going forward, so how do things look like? So the thing is, so there's always an organic growth that can be taken up and based on the expansion plans that you have in order to increase your footprint, in order to increase your segment, share. But what we are also trying to look at is leverage technology in a very big way, because we believe that just like how Netflix is able to capture, the loyalty of its customers, we should also be able to capture the loyalty of our customers by ensuring that we are able to give them the content that they are looking for. We also need to compare, how other parents in the same city center are, responding to content, and based on that, our recommendation engine basically needs to change. So that is one area that we're primarily focused on. That's where Adhyasha is also focused on. Next is the regional content. So this is in order to make sure that, so one area we feel that we should really get into is to try to work with governments as well. Because just like how I mentioned about your Montessoris and your pre-KGs who do not have many facilities, we also have Anganwadis, we also have government schools who do not have many facilities. We probably have one school teacher for every school. So we believe that some of this regional based content will be able to, so this is something we could pitch with the governments, the education department, and work with them in order to see if some of this content is useful to them. And we also want to buy in their, their sponsorship in order to build some regional content and also sell it back to them. Next is the NGO partnership. Now, this is more of a social service as well as a business thing, because there are a lot of NGOs who are focused on underprivileged children. Again, for underprivileged children, there are already a number of educational initiatives that are being taken up by these NGOs. But what our streaming platform is going to provide is treat the kids as kids, because at the end of the day, it's not just math, science that are going to make them better human beings, but also the way they think, the way they create, way they mold things. So that is where we feel that we can work with NGOs, including the worldwide NGOs like UNICEF, in order to see that how we can provide value to them. The last one is the brand marketing, of course. For our B2C business as well as B2B business, it's very important that we continue to focus on marketing, including our master conferences. Try to understand where our customers are and make sure that we are able to pitch ourselves very well. So these are the key levers. Now I'll take you through this quickly through the competitor analysis. I'm really sorry for the time that I'm taking, but I'll probably try to wrap it up soon. First one is Amazon, because of it being a giant e-commerce website and has its own content library available. But at the end of the day, it's not really meant for kids. It is not really, addressing the niche area that we are trying to address. So it lacks curated, purpose-driven tools specifically designed to enhance a parent-child bonding. Similarly, we have one more competitor based out of the US, which is Tinyhood. This is an online parenting education. It's more on the behavioral front. For example, how to work with a 2-year-old, how to work with a 3-year-old, what to do when they do not like certain things. It is more on the behavioral aspects and how to work with the kids. Definitely one of the companies that we'll be looking to acquire at a later point of time. But this is definitely in our radar and trying to understand that how they are increasing their market share and what are their USPs. So at the end of the day, our focus is strictly on the interactive and the intellectual activities. Sprout fills the gap left by these competitors, creating a niche for enhanced parent-child experiences. So with that, I'll just let you, at a high level, give you the revenue projections that we are looking at. For year one, we are looking at, at a 16.8 million revenue projections because of number of, initiatives that we are planning to take up. Year 3, probably a 66 million, and a year 5 to 252 million. And that's how we plan to scale our business. So with that, coming to the, excuse me. So with that, what we are
Want to have
investing-
some water?
Yeah, thank you.
Have some water.
So with that, what we are requesting for is a 4.2 million of funding for about 10% stake in the company.
Okay. Excellent. Can we have a big round of applause for Naveen and his team? Very, very well made. Now, of course, you overshot the time by a lot of amount, but I think with the kind of detail-oriented approach you've taken, well justified. Now, what really stood apart was the level of detail. Very well researched, very well compared, and you also talked about acquiring other companies in the future to reinforce your own organization and also to overcome the competition. The best way to overcome any competition is go and acquire them. Excellent. So, in the end, I think it would have been great if you could have explained how you are planning to take your revenues to double in 1 year. So that part was missing, but otherwise very, very well explained, very detail oriented, and you've put in blood and sweat into really making this presentation. I know it requires a lot of research to get into the nitty gritties, find out market values, find out the data, put it into the structure. I also like the part about operational excellence because that encompasses so many other functions. It's not purely HR. It's not purely, operations or finance. You have put together everything that is required to run a company very well. First attempt, full marks. So let's see in the next attempt how well you come up with more, cutting edge ways of presenting everything in 10 minutes. But
Sure.
big round of applause and
Thank you.
great effort. Great effort. Superb.
Thank you.
Congratulations. All right. So let's